Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to do your sneak peek for the week. How are you? Happy Monday to you. I hope you're well. I am recording this on Monday, so you might see it just after midnight, depending on how quick the upload times are tonight. But I'm here for you. So what is this, Elsie? What are we doing here? I'm brand new. What's going down? Well, welcome if you're brand new. I hope we can see you in the comments at some point. You don't have to tell us your life story. We just want to know that you're there. We want to know that you're there and support you if you need us. And this reading goes out on a Monday or a Tuesday each week, and I do all of the signs from Aries to Pisces. I do mark everything in the description down below for you in terms of the time frames for the different signs, but you should just be able to scroll this video to find exactly what you need. And all I'm going to ask you is please stop watching tarot just for your sun sign, because your sun sign is just your personality. You already know that, right? It's time to look at your moon and your rising. There's free natal charts everywhere. All right. Here we go. We're going to start with Aries. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aries, this is your sneak peek for this week. Aries. Tell me about Aries. What's coming up for this week for Aries? All right. This week for Aries, there is the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Why is it there in the reverse? Okay. Oh my. Aries, it's about to be a bumpy week, it looks like. It feels like it's it's a realization, really. It feels as though somebody here is going to have a realization. Yeah, an upheaval in thinking or in life. And it's a realization that I'm not really even attracted to this person. Yeah. So somebody is either is in some sort of a union right now or dating someone. And the realization is the Tower, right? It's Scorpio energy. It's the truth right in your face kind of energy. I don't care if you don't like it. It's Scorpio energy. You got to know the truth. And the universe is trying to get you back on track, Aries. You fell off track with somebody here. It feels like, yeah, you fell off track and you met somebody possibly here, but it feels like there is no, you might be attracted to this person, like as you look at their meat suit, right? But I feel like it's, you don't really have any chemistry with this person. It feels like there's no chemistry because this person could be codependent. They could be someone who requires to be stuck to your hip 24/7. Someone who's got an attachment to you. Someone who, yeah, someone who, I want to say is a yes ma'am or a yes sir. Someone who doesn't seem to have their own opinion. They're just waiting for you to have an opinion. Like it feels like it kills the passionate connection. Tell us more, please. Wow, that's some pretty intense energy for 3 cards, Aries. It's going to be a week for you. Got the Justice card. So you finally say something, Aries. This is the week that you finally say something. I think that you've been avoiding this conversation with this person, or I feel like you've been sort of pushing it under the rug, maybe saying, no, that's not really codependency. Is that what that is? Like, it feels like this person never wants to be without you, or they might get angry with you if you don't send the morning text. It feels sort of like really possessive energy, and I don't think that's what you're into. The Four of Swords says, yeah, this needs to be healed. So it feels like you actually have spotty communication with this person as well, Aries. That's what it looks like. So there's, on again, off again communication, but I think it's because it gets really tense. It's like it gets to be toxic, the communication, right? It's like this person gets upset when you don't return their text immediately. Whether you're feminine or masculine, we still, we've got both energies on the table. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, you could also have, or a Libra, you could have one of those in your chart. We got to have a talk. Yeah. So then the King of Swords shows up, right, Aries? Yeah. I feel like I'm connecting with an Emperor. You could just have Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini in the chart. This is Aquarius to me. But I also feel like you could be an Emperor, because I feel like you decide to go with the King of Swords in order to get your answers, or in order to, it really feels, Aries, like you're cutting someone out, because the sword is sort of partly at the ready here. Somebody needs the truth. I think it's you. You want truth and justice. It feels like you've been at this place before where you've had to make this decision, or you've had a realization as you look from, maybe you backed up and looked at the situation for what it was. It's a realization that this isn't the one. No. Truth and justice. You're making the best decision for everyone involved here. I believe that you are. I believe that you are going to, although be very, very completely honest, brutally honest to a point, that I feel you must do this. Yeah, that's what the realization is. I got to be brutally honest with whoever the person is that you are no longer having chemistry with. I got to be brutally honest with you. Yeah, that's what this conversation is about here. I got to be brutally honest with you. This communication we're having is spotty. It's not great. Yeah, I feel like we're spending too much time together. I don't like when you get upset when I don't return your text immediately. I'm at work. Whether you're feminine or masculine, it feels like somebody here is feeling a little kept and doesn't want to be. Or they're just dealing with somebody who cannot live without them. Like, that's what it feels like when I see the devil. Somebody who cannot live without constant communication and constant, a constant pat on the back. This person needs to be by your side constantly. And I don't think you're with it. No, you're not about it here. The King of Swords is like, I think that what happens is this conversation here, the realization and the justice, you have the conversation, it's very pointed, you're very honest, and say everything as is here. And then we have the page of, the Five of Pentacles. We immediately go into silence. Yeah. And then we start dealing with these energies that are underneath the surface, right? Because that's what this is, Scorpio, but in a general reading, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. And Scorpio keeps all of that sort of, not on the surface, right? Being very stoic. I think that you took a very stoic approach here with the way that you ended things. I think that you wanted to be very logical. You didn't want to have any emotion in it, but I think that when you two stop talking or when you disconnect, that's when you have a hard time with your emotional energy. Yeah, it keeps you up at night. So I think this is the week that's what's going down. You're getting justice, because you've decided that you need to speak up about the situation as it is. You just don't have a whole lot of chemistry with this person. And you probably like them. They're probably a great person, Aries, but you just don't feel the spark. You just don't feel that. And so I think it's time to have that talk, and that's this week. Whew, I needed to get out of that energy. That was pretty intense. All right, here we go, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week, Taurus. How are you, my bull gang? Happy Monday. Hope you're well. Here we are. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell us what's coming up for Taurus this week, please, for Taurus. Sneak peek for this week, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus. Let's get you a better look there. Okay. Taurus. Sorry to move the camera. What? Okay, I just did Aries, and theirs was kind of wild. It's going to be an eventful week for Aries, and now it's going to be an eventful week for you. So if you're dealing with an Aries, I suggest you scroll back just a little bit. So, or if you have Aries placements. So we have the Two of Cups, the Devil, and the Nine of Swords. That's curious energy. There is quite an attachment here to love. There's quite an attachment to the thought of someone that I'm in love with that I'm missing. I can't let go of it. It's become a toxic thought. Like, I don't feel like the feeling of love is toxic. I feel as though this person cannot stop thinking it. thinking about it, thinking it over, constantly thinking about it. We have a moon there. She's holding a moon, and there is a full moon coming up, I believe. Is it a full moon or a new moon? Can somebody tell me? I think I asked this question before. You think I pay better attention? Spend too much time on a channel. That's my problem. Okay, so the Nine of Swords, right? So it feels like there is I know that there's a moon phase coming up on the 5th, and it is it's going to be something that goes down around that time frame, I feel, for you, Taurus. The Two of Cups is here in the Devil, which means someone has an attachment to love, or feels like I'm not really sure what's going on here. I've been overthinking it, but maybe it is a toxic love. Maybe we're just scared. Yeah, we're scared to speak or speak the things that we're thinking, right? This could be just fear. Page of Swords and the Ten of Cups. It feels like you get some information from somewhere, or somebody is watching you. Someone's obsessively watching you, it feels like. But for some of you, you are going to get some sort of a message, either verbally or by text or something like that, that there is going to be some sort of a message that is going to give you some sort of an epiphany. You're going to find out a piece of knowledge that you've been waiting on that is in regards to your happiness. And it feels like there is obsessive thinking about this particular Ten of Cups. It feels like you've spent a lot of time worrying about this. It's time lost. Don't worry about it. The universe has got you. Whatever's meant for you will never pass you by, my friend. But in the meantime, you're supposed to be learning the lessons of the Nine of Swords. This is the point at which you're allowed to drop those swords, Taurus. You don't have to keep them. You can drop those swords at this point and just wait for the cycle to close. Just one more sword for that cycle to close. You feel like the cycle is about to end on your happiness. It's kind of a brutal way to look at it, to be honest. I do think that there is somebody, though. I think there's somebody that's watching you, Taurus. Somebody's watching your social media. Someone who has feelings for you. For some of you, it could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Of course, that could be you, Taurus, right? This is Capricorn, of course, but it is in a general reading, right? All three. It's just earth energy. And then we have the High Priestess, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. Taurus, it feels like you have an intuitive knowing. The High Priestess is the one who is the one who's most connected to the universe. She could be a light worker, but the difference between her and any other psychic energy is that she uses her psychic energy to move mankind forward. Like she gives all of herself. So when she's not in the service of her source, she's in the service of people using the gifts that she's been given. So the light worker, right? Someone who's a psychic, a medium, someone who works with divination, tarot, or pendulums, or whatever their divination is. I feel, Taurus, that you are the psychic one, and I feel like you have a very grounded view of what's going on. And I think that you already know that somebody's watching you. I think you can already feel this person's love because it's turned into some sort of an attachment. As they watch you, I think that you know that they're watching you, like at the time that they're watching you. Because the High Priestess is highly sensitive, right? But she's also the one who remains silent. Yeah, she keeps things hidden because the universe expects that of her. Yeah, absolutely. That's part of her job, is to remain silent and just watch things unfold, because she does trust the universe, right? She does trust that whatever's meant for her will never pass her by. So I feel like somebody here has an intuitive knowing, like the Pisces, that there is going to be a Ten of Pentacles in the very near future, that there is going to be a lot of money. For some of you, we could be talking about finances are about to kick off really well. You might also, for some of you, have a business idea that you're keeping under wraps, that you're not really talking about, and it is going to pay out. So the thing that you've been thinking about, If you have, yeah, you've been feverishly thinking about it, right? It's almost time to be born is what I want to say. It's almost time for this idea to come to the forefront and for you to actually, write the book or paint or write the score or whatever it is that you're doing. Because I feel like it's coming really, really, it's really very near here. Because you're connected. I love it. The moon child is the one who's always looking for their connection with source, with the moon, trying to find out what's going on inside themselves. They're very aware. This person is very self-aware. So if you're the self-aware Taurus that understands that this is a precision-like path that must transpire or must open in order for you to travel it. That's why you have this knowing that there is a 10 of Pentacles somewhere here for you. It's either money, some sort of an abundance, right? Abundance covers a lot of things, but either it's money or it is a long-term relationship. It is, I feel, something that you know is coming and you've always felt is coming. And so if you are the one who is self-aware, the one connected to your guides, the one who might use divination, I think that this is your message. Yeah, for this week. All right. Let's go. Gemini. How are you, Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I hope you are well. Thank you very much for coming here, for clicking here. I do appreciate you. I hope that you'll provide a comment or two. I'd like to see who you are. And if you don't want to give us a comment, a thumbs up would be lovely. Thank you, Gemini. So here we are, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got the first card out. And we are asking about your sneak peek for this week, Gemini. Your sneak peek for this week, Gemini. Oh, begins with a 9 of Cups, does it? Gemini, what's going down? Holding on to the wish fulfillment. Holding on to it tightly. I see the 4 of Pentacles, Gemini, is almost, it's almost like tempting fate, I feel. Like when you hold on to something too tight, you're telling the universe immediately, I don't trust you. I'm going to hoard whatever I can. I'm going to hold on to it tight, and I don't trust you. That's why I'm going to do that. It feels like somebody here is holding on really tightly to wish fulfillment. Not sharing it with anybody, not telling anyone about it. Not really sure, is this really going to go off like I think it's going to go off? The thing is that the 4 of Pentacles is in between the 7 of Swords and the 9 of Cups, right? So although we're holding on to the 9 of Cups, I think somebody's also holding on to some sort of deception or feeling like they've been lied to, feeling like that someone else got away with hurting them. So I think that, we're holding on to the 9 of Cups, but also holding on to the 7 of Swords. Unfortunately, it's like I don't really trust it. I know the 9 of Cups is there. I know I have wish fulfillment coming, but I don't really trust it. I don't trust it at all. This woman's clutching her purse, right? She's got her eyes closed and she's trying to listen. It's like she's turned her head so she can listen to what's going on behind her here. I don't know what that is. Tell me what that is, if you can see it any closer than I can. Whatever's in the background, is it houses, cars? I can't see it. Sorry, my glasses, I guess, need to be changed. But if you could put that in the comments, if you can see it, see what that is, what's in the distance. But it feels like somebody is very concentrated on what's going on in terms of vibration. Somebody's trying to listen to the vibration, but it's like I'm trying to listen to the universe, Elsie, but I'm scared that I'm not going to get what I want. Well, the thing is if you keep clutching the pearls, you're not going to have those either. Do you know what I mean? Like you have to, at some point, allow the universe to come in and make some changes for you if you really do want your wish fulfillment. I don't think that you trust it, though. You're still holding on. Yeah. And when you tell the universe that you're not ready, then the universe says, okay, that's all right. It's okay that you're not ready. We'll wait till you're ready. Two of Cups. So holding on really tightly to the notion of love. it feels like somebody here feels as though that they can't be happy without love. Like maybe the wish fulfillment is there anyway, but it feels like somebody here has their eyes closed to it. It feels like somebody feels like they shouldn't look at it, or they couldn't have it anyway. I feel, Gemini, that you've been manifesting love. It feels like you feel left behind. You're holding on to the thought that your manifestation is going to come true, but you don't believe it. You don't trust the universe enough yet. Gemini. Yeah. So you're stuck making decisions, and you don't really have any discernment at this point. I feel like the Seven of Cups has you overwhelmed at the thought that maybe your wish fulfillment could come true. You have all the tools. It's almost like Charlie's showing me someone sitting on a stage, like an old theater, and the person's on a chair. There's a spotlight on that person, and around them I see a bunch of things. It's like they could easily reach out and grab whatever they wanted, whether that was money or abundance or love. It's kind of circling them. So it's like, I feel like, Gemini, it's always been there for you, but you've not been able to make the decision because you feel overwhelmed emotionally. I feel like you have all the tools to get what you want, but you have to be honest with the self, right? That's what the Magician is. So you have to be honest with yourself about who you don't trust. I really think that this reading for you this week is about an issue of trust. You don't trust yourself. And so you stay stuck. You stay stuck, but I feel like you're like, you know what, I've got everything that I need, every material thing that I've ever wanted. I always have opportunity. So I think, this energy here of I have everything that I need, Elsie. It's okay. I have all the money. I have the big house. I have, 2 cars. I travel all the time with my job. I have opportunities coming at me constantly. I think you're just kind of telling yourself, like, you're kind of lying to the self is what I want to say. That you think that although abundance and money will make you very happy, it cannot make you feel fulfilled in the way that I feel like you want to be fulfilled. You want to be fulfilled, and you want to be balanced and rooted. You want to have a family. You want to provide. It feels like that's what you want to do. But it comes out as, but I have all the material things. What's next? And that's the lie you're telling yourself. What you want is the other stuff that comes with the financial security is great, but if you have it by yourself, it's awfully lonely out there. So I think this is what you fight with all the time here. Gemini, you fight with, am I lying to myself? Am I the happiest I can be without a companion? Because it feels like somebody feels like they already have a companion. Like maybe you do have animals in the home. Maybe you have a dog that you run with every morning, or whatever it is that you do. Yeah, you argue with yourself about love. You beat yourself up about the way you show up romantically, or you beat yourself up about how you show up for other people in terms of romance, I feel. And I think that's why you fight yourself in this energy of love. You're trying to come to an answer, an epiphany. You want to understand it. You've been looking at it for a very long time. Yeah. So this week, I feel that you are going to stop arguing with yourself. You're going to stop lying to yourself. There's the victory, I think, that you're going to realize that you're stuck because of the things that you tell yourself. And you're going to become unstuck, which may allow this to kind of all roll forward, right? But you're holding on too tight. That's what I want to say, Gemini. That's the message for this week, that you're holding on too tight. And when you hold on that tight, the universe says, okay, well, you don't trust me. We're not ready. We're not ready for this. All right. Here we go, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. How are you, Cancer? I hope you are well. Thank you so much for clicking here. Cancer or Crosswatcher or Crosswatcher. Got a bunch that folded here. Give me a second. What's going on already? Cancer. What the heck's going on with you already? What's going on? Why am I already confused and we haven't even started? All right, Cancer, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Cancer. Cancer. Cancer, if you need a reading, if you're interested in a private reading, please look at the description. Look for the yellow dot. You'll see the link to Wizio and my email address. All right, Cancer, here we go. This is your sneak peek for this week, Cancer. Tell us about Cancer, please. Just listening. We've got the Judgment card, which to me is Virgo and Pisces. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. You're holding off. It feels like somebody here wants to make the decision to move forward and talk to someone else about beginning again, about taking another shot. Can I have another turn? Can I have another try? Something needs to be repaired here. I don't know why I'm feeling that. It feels like something is undone or was left undone, or it feels like something that you want to... You want to come forward and talk to this person, I do believe, Judgment card, that you want to try and either reconcile something or reopen a door. Working really hard to close a chapter, to have success, to learn the lesson. That's why we're waiting. Okay, understood. Cancer, it feels like you're going through something right now. You're really working hard on your abundance for sure. You are working hard, taking your power back. It feels like somebody feels as though they gave their power away or gave it... Maybe you stopped working on it. Maybe you stopped looking at it really closely. Maybe you got complacent or lazy, right? That can happen as well. But it feels like somebody who's on their own, somebody who doesn't have a 9-to-5 job, but somebody who is probably self-employed. It feels like you see yourself as abundant, I feel, Cancer. You see yourself as a hard worker. And it feels like you feel as though you are going to go back here, because I'm listing these things off because I feel like those are the things that you think. Look, I'm a hard worker. I'm a single person. I'm a hard worker. You know, I'm going to wait for the right time, but I really do believe that I need to either, you know, I need to go back and find out, is there anything left here? Is this going to be a reconciliation or you know, is something going to rise from the dead, right? Yeah. Is it going to be resurrected here? It's either going to be that or it's going to be over. One of the two. But either way, I think you're going to feel successful about it. Glad that you waited. Glad that you tried again. Glad that you were willing to work on it. And if you end up single at the end of that, it is what it is. But I think that you're looking at learning some really major lessons here. I feel somebody was through a really hard 2022. You're really learning some major lessons here, and it's causing you to glow up. And it's causing you to treat yourself better. The glow up is not something that happens from the outside, y'all. Anybody can go buy their hair and their lashes and their nails and their makeup and all of that. That's not what the glow up of the Empress is about. It's about a lot of shadow work. It's about a lot of lessons being learned. It's about loving on yourself so much that it just ends up by default showing on the outside. It's not anything you can buy in a store. It's not. So I feel I'm saying that, Cancer, because I feel like it's something that that a lot of people think comes from the outside, because the Empress, masculine or feminine, is very attractive. Their energy is attractive. They are an attractive person. They look good. They smell good. And I feel that people think that that's all it is, right? Because people will always judge from the outside, Cancer. People are always going to judge you from the outside. But no matter what you look like on the outside, you've had a glow up. I feel like in this situation where you begin to work really hard on yourself. And so it feels like something that ended here, that you're going to go back and find out if it's still available to you, but you're going to wait off on that. Because I think you're having success right now building the self. Yeah, I think you're going through some energies and some finding out where the stale points are, right? Four of Cups. Finding out, is there anything in this cup? Is there anything viable here? I'm not really sure. But I feel like what you're going to do is take really good care of yourself. And that happens a lot when people get out of relationships that are very bad for them. They've been run down, or they feel run down, or they feel mentally hurt, or not unwilling, like someone in their environment was unwilling to want them to grow or allow them to grow. I mean, ultimately, the growth is within us. We decide when we want to grow, but it feels like there was maybe a situation that kept you from that. Yeah, there we go. Balance and emotions. Justice in love. That cup, I believe, is maybe the reason that you're glowing up. I don't think that you're doing it for someone else. That's not what I'm saying. But I think that there is some sort of an offer that you feel still may be viable. And I feel that you realize you cannot love to the depths that the King of Cups can love if you are not the King of Cups, right? Maybe you're the Page of Cups. I feel like you are glowing up, whether you are feminine or masculine. I feel like what's growing is your emotions. You're learning to stabilize your emotions. King Cups in the upright is someone who is in control of the emotions, right? Never lets it be seen on the surface, but is very emotional and can get emotional, but chooses not to let it be seen on the surface here. I feel like you don't show people, you only show people your game face, is what I want to say. And I think that when you do get it together, I think that when this justice does come in, I feel like it has something to do with you closing a door here. So I think that you're going to go back and see if there is anything viable here after you work on the self. I think that you've been working really hard on the self. If we are looking at the Empress being a person, maybe it's because of that person. Maybe this person had offered you a cup here. There is one on the shelf here that you weren't looking at. So maybe they offered you their emotion and you turned away from it or ignored it. And it could have caused this person to glow up as well and work really hard on themselves. It almost feels like you do get justice this week, I feel, in some sort of a new beginning. But please understand that I don't think the new beginning is about love. I feel like the new beginning is about understanding the self. I feel it's about the King of Cups becoming an emotionally evolved person. I think that you've evolved emotionally. Yeah, that you've finally got balance in your emotions and that you have evolved emotionally. Maybe you're going back to see if there's anything there because you feel like you can express emotion now. There is justice here in the King of Cups. So maybe you feel like you can express the emotion now and you're waiting for the door to be slammed here. Or you just want to end it successfully. You just would like to not have something left unsaid, I feel. For some of you, this person is going to say yes because of the Four of Cups and the Justice card. I feel like if you had ignored it before, that there is going to be justice now. So I feel like that for some of you, this person is going to say yes. They're going to allow you back in their life. For others of you, you're just going to go on your way. I feel like you're going to take the teachings and you're going to go on your way. And I think that that's what's, those are one of the two decisions I think that are coming up this week. Thank you, Cancer. All right. Leo, how are you? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for Leo. Leo, how you doing? I hope you're well. Happy Monday. You might be seeing this on a Tuesday. And I'm glad you're here. Thank you for clicking here. I hope you'll play in the comments with us. Leo, we have someone who is in an individual energy. So I feel like you're feeling pretty good. You're taking care of yourself. You're kind of standing in your power. Not kind of, you are. And you are looking to give or receive a pentacle, I think. I think you want a complete 10. You want a set. Yeah. Maybe you're available to it or maybe you're open to it. You're manifesting it. Boy, are you ever. Wow. This is something you've been thinking about for a long time, Leo. I feel the Magician tells me that you now feel confident enough to be able to carry forward because you are standing in your power here. The Magician reminds you that you do have all the tools that you need. It's that, you know, all the things you've been dreaming about, the things you've been constructing and building and loving and dreaming about in the 5D, you do have the power to materialize all of those things here on the earth. It just is going to take some manifestation. I think that you are, I think that you are manifesting here. And I think it's because you have a newfound, like, I don't necessarily see this as someone who hates being single. I don't think you hate it. No. But I think that you're ready for some sort of a new cycle to begin here. And you're going into the new cycle single, but knowing that you'll probably find the person to give the pentacle to, or the person who wants to give you the pentacle. It feels like that you feel through this new beginning here. Why are you taking a risk, though? So many questions. Hang on. Let's take a look, Leo. Leo, you're arguing with yourself. You really are the Magician, I'm telling you. You really are the Magician, but you're arguing with yourself about it. I feel like you better understand things that are of a material nature, things that are grounded, things I can make logic of. But I also feel like you fight with yourself with the esoteric, with the manifestation, or my bestie would say her son tells her it's woo-woo stuff. So it feels like you're fighting with yourself, because I feel that you are this person who is intuitive and manifests. I really think you're kind of a person who manifests effortlessly, is what I want to say. That, you know, these people who say that there's coincidences in their life, or they're very lucky, all of that boils down to whatever your focus is on. And the Magician is focused on, I believe, finding love. I believe there's something here that is coming up that is something that surprises you. It's a surprise to you that you want to begin again. Because I think that before this fool showed up, before the fool showed up, I feel like you were okay, standing in your power. Yeah, I'm over here. You want me? Come over and get me. Wow. Just like that. We go from the Page of Cups to the Four of Wands. So you really feel a connection with someone here. It feels as though... sorry, just listening, Charlie. 5, 9, 10. We're dropping burdens. Okay. Yeah, true enough. You go from arguing with the self. Am I really a manifester? Do I really believe in that stuff? Because you're very grounded here and by yourself and making your decisions and standing in your power. And it feels like you argue with yourself that, is it really possible that there could be some sort of a surprise sort of connection here? Because it feels like you're ready to take a leap of faith here. You're ready to take a risk of some sort. But it also feels like you've just released a bunch of stuff. That's what I want to say. That you've released some energy that was keeping you down. And I think it was the Five of Wands, the arguing with the self. Higher brain, the lower brain, right? Higher brain's like, hey, Leo, we're here. Woo, you're the best. And then the lower brain's like, what are you talking about? Right? You're not the best. It's like you argue with yourself. Yeah. You could also feel that there's some competition out there, that maybe the person you had your eye on, you didn't think really had their eye on you, that maybe that you felt that you were kind of in competition for your manifestation. Yeah. So the Four of Wands here, I think, is what we're looking at. That's ultimately what you want, I think, is some sort of a foundational thing, something that is steady. Yeah, not necessarily like it feels like a coming together or a rite of passage. It's like we have to go through this period of, beginning at the Page of Cups, which is a very, this person is young, right? They don't really have they have a very basic idea of what love is. And so I think that either you or your person, Leo, you're willing to explore that because the Fool card is here. So I think this is going to happen sooner than you think, because this person that you're with, Leo, I think gives you a lot of balance. I think that you are feeling good about this connection. Because we are looking at pages here, but we are looking at a surprise. I'm really kind of surprised that it balances me. And that we're moving so quickly here. Moving fast. We're talking about things. And it feels good. It feels good to you. It feels like a long-term relationship, or it feels abundant. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to want this as a long-term relationship. But I feel like right now you're feeling really balanced and you're feeling abundant. You're feeling like you're healing. Like maybe the words that you're saying, maybe the communication you're having is giving you some healing here. And I think that you've been fighting with yourself about that. Again, we've got arguments here. We've got the Five of Swords here. But understand, I don't think that you're arguing with anyone particular except you, because we have the Hanged Man here and the Five of Swords. So I feel like you're actually talking badly to the self. You're talking yourself out of something that could be potentially really beautiful. Temperance is here. It's like the moment of alchemy here, Leo. It is the time for you to decide what you want to do, because abundance is on the table. And now you're ready to fight for it because you see it clearly, I think. I really think that you see this abundance and you really want it. But you're really going to go slow at it, which is great. This is Piscean energy here. See, I really think that you have some sort of a psychic sort of energy about you. I think that you know things that you know, but you take it for granted that you've just always known. You have a knowing. Could I have said no many more times? It feels like you have a knowing here, that you know that this is going to work out for you. What are you manifesting? So you want to work on the passion here. It is very important to you that you find someone who you have incredible chemistry with. That's who the King of Wands is, right? The King of Wands is always going to go in for the passion first. It's very important to the King of Wands. Of course, that is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, right? In a general reading. And it feels like you really want to work on maybe not moving so quickly or so impulsively, that I think you're holding back just a little bit and you don't want to be impulsive. It almost feels like you don't believe that this manifestation is yours, but it is if you want it. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's beautiful. We go from the one cup to the three, the celebration. Let's get dating. Let's have fun. Let's try it again. And if it's not the second time around for you guys, it's just somebody's made a judgment call here. A judgment call that this is probably love. Yeah, that this Fool here, that's what it's running into, I believe, is the judgment is that you want to date this person. Yep. Really attracted. Incredibly attracted. All right. Well, that didn't take too long, did it? Just fell right onto the table for you, Leo. Okay, Virgo. Here we go, Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. How are you, Virgo? I hope you're well. My Earth cousin, I am a Taurus Sun. I get you. I know lots of Virgos, and I really get them, like really get a Virgo. Yeah, for sure. Taurus and Virgo are fast friends. All right, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Here we go. Catch it before it falls. There it is. There we go. Queen of Cups is the first one out for you, Virgo. Could be talking about emotions or healing. Tell me what we're talking about here for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Virgo. Got the Three of Cups. Queen of Cups and the Justice. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Somebody's getting justice and love here. Somebody's going to be asked out on a date. Y'all, we're coming up to this. We're coming up to February, right? There's going to be the Three of Cups all over the place. I think this is going to be Three of Cups all over the place for you too, Virgo. You could have Libra in the chart, or you could be Your person could be a Libra, doesn't have to be, but we also have the Queen of Cups here, who is the healer, who is the psychic one, right? She's the healer. She's the one who's always drowning in emotion. Like she's always trying to help everyone. And the Queen of Cups on her own is very capable as long as she can, as long as she doesn't give too much, as the Queen of Cups will do. She's really in danger of becoming depleted because she is a healer. And if she doesn't know how to keep her energy, you know, there's all kinds of ways that people can take your energy. But I feel like for someone here that I'm connecting with, you are getting justice and love. Somebody is going to ask you out or take you somewhere, or you're going to take someone out. Someone that you already have invested in, could be, yeah. Somebody that you already have in your sphere, it feels like, Virgo. You're going to invest in asking somebody, it's like you're ready to invest in love here. You're ready to fall. Yeah, somebody has decided, there's a decision here. Somebody's been thinking it over a lot. When am I going to get justice? It's like somebody's been really up in their head here. We have Aquarius energy, which is very fixed energy, by the way. And it's somebody here who would not stop thinking about it until they made a decision. I think justice is the decision, and your decision is that I think you have decided you're going to just fall. You're going to invest in love, or you're going to invest in someone that you see has great value, that you see can change your life, that it's not just another coin, it's the one that will change your life. It feels like you've put a lot of thought into it here, and you think that doing this is the best for everyone involved, not just you and the person that you're with. So it feels like there's other people attached here, maybe little people or littler than you. Knight of Coins. So you thought about it for a very long time, Virgo. It feels like you, the Knight of Coins tells me that it's taken you a long time to make this judgment here. It's taken a long time for your justice to come. But understand, I think that it was held off a little bit by how hard you thought about it. And therein lies the issue with Virgo, right? Not really an issue, but, you know, it can take longer to do things because you're so much about your eye for detail. You don't want to miss anything, and that can kind of work against you at times, right? It can make you hesitate because you don't want to deal with the details all the time. It feels like there is somebody here who is always up in their head with the details. Knight of Coins is Virgo, and then we have the King here. You could be dealing with someone who's Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, someone who has sort of some sort of air energy, but maybe it's your air energy. But Virgo is very cerebral, right? Always thinking. The Earth signs they're very much about logic and reason, and it feels like that's who you are. You're very much about logic and reason. The thing is, the Ten of Cups is here. And so I feel like you're going to be offering Ten of Cups to someone. It feels like you are the person that you feel has to make the decision. Just listening, I've got a song, I think. Oh, yes. Right. So I have a Virgo friend, and my Virgo friend likes Sunreal. Sunreal, and or maybe it's Reel. I'm not really sure, but the song is "I Am the Man." So it feels like somebody here is trying to get it as close to perfection as possible, because I do see the King of Swords having, you know, perfectionism issues, because everything has to be so precise. And when you combine that with the Virgo energy, it feels like it has to be so precise. I only have one shot. I've been thinking it over. It's got to go down as I planned it. I must have the victory. You're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. That's what it feels like. So maybe you're the one that's offering the Ace of Cups here, or the Ace of Pentacles. Maybe you're the one that's offering the life-changing energy here. Maybe you're about to pick someone, or about to make good on the opportunity or the offer. been taking too long. We've been thinking about it for too long. I think somebody here is having feelings as though maybe they've waited too long, or they should have said something sooner than now. It's just been taking way too long for this healing to happen. It's been taking way too long. Somebody here still has hope it's going to work out. I think it's you, Virgo, that you have hope that it's going to work out. But I also feel that the justice is what's going to be so healing about all of this. You having it go off the way you want it to is what is going to be the healing, the most healing thing here. We have the Four of Swords. As I say healing, right? We put down the Four of Swords. So I think it is healing. I think it is that you need to heal from living in fear. Yeah, it's time to drop. It's time to drop the feeling of somebody's going to screw me, or you know they're gonna stab me in the back, or I know this person is going to end this with me. It feels like you live. That's what you have to heal, is the Ten of Swords. You have to heal the feeling of it's always going to be this way. It's always going to come to an end. It doesn't have to be start and go. There's a beautiful little, between the start and the go here, there's a beautiful little space in between called the journey. Yeah. But I think you're always really focused on what begins and what ends, because I think you've been through a lot of endings. What about this date here? Ten of Wands, the World card in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune. So you have unfinished business with somebody here, and it feels like you need to drop some burdens and you want to ask somebody out because of this unfinished business, or you feel like you can't close a chapter in your life. You can't move forward if you don't figure out what's going on here. You're not really sure what you should do. You want to close it, but you really want to move forward in a positive way. I think that you want to move forward in a fortunate way, but there is great change coming for you here. I think that you do have unfinished business and you need to drop burdens from that before you're going to be able to move forward here. What you don't see is that this person is not going to be willing to share. It feels like before you can go on the date and get all of this, it feels like there is something outstanding over here. It feels like somebody from the past that you really need, that you haven't been speaking with, that you haven't been talking to. You have unfinished business with this person. You want to move forward and have all this beautifulness here, but you can't, because you can't drop the burdens from the past. So I think that whatever it is that's in the past for you there, Virgo, you need to learn to drop that, or it's not going to work out for you. Yep. Try to reach my cards. Hang on. There we go. There we go. All right. Libra, this is you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is you, Libra. How are you? I hope you're well today. Happy Monday/Tuesday to you. I don't know when you'll see this, so if you're interested in a private read, Libra, please look in the description. There is a link there for you to book over at Wizio. Send me an email if you have any questions. Please just allow a little bit of time for me to get back to you. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's up for Libra this week? This is your sneak peek for this week, Libra. Okay. All right. Six of Pentacles, we've got the Eight of Wands, and we have the King of Swords. Libra, I feel like you want some reciprocity. It feels like you want to communicate or connect with someone. It could be an earth sign, could be someone who is like you, an air sign. The air signs are Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I feel like the King of Swords tells me that you are very stuck in your energy, or maybe are not really willing to be completely and totally honest during this communication. You want to know if this person is giving to another. You want to know if they're dating someone else. And I feel like you do want to communicate with them. You need to be very honest with them, or you want them to be very honest with you in this communication. You want to know if this person is, if they have someone else in their life, someone else that they're sharing things with. I think what you want is balance in a communication. You're hoping the communication is going to go off without a hitch. It's bound to be quick moving energy here. So it feels like you make the decision, King of Swords, to be honest and truthful and move forward in a noble and honest kind of way. And the Six of Pentacles tells me that you're just going to ask straight up, are you seeing someone else? Are you giving your time and attention to someone else? I feel like that's what the Eight of Wands is about, the communication. Six of Wands and the Eight of Cups. This person that you are communicating with, you feel as though this person has already walked away, that this person has already taken their energy from you. It might be why you're showing up as the King of Swords, because you're showing up as very logical, factual, reasonable, you know, but I feel like there is, you want to know why this person walked away. Yeah, there's some emotional undertows here. I feel like the Eight of Cups and the Eight of Wands tells me you want to know why they walked away. Because this person felt like home to you. You've been thinking about it. You've been thinking about having victory after this person has walked away from you. You've been thinking about, oh, this person, your person could be someone who is in the public eye as well, or maybe you are. You could be someone who is an entertainer or a painter or something that's creative, I feel. So you could have people watching you, or they have people watching them. Maybe people were watching as this person walked away from you. And you want to know why they did. They were supposed to, is what I'm going to say, Libra. They were supposed to. Your person was listening. The Wheel of Fortune and the Fool. Yeah, major arcana. Here it comes, the change, the upheaval. You know, the abundant change nonetheless, but it caused you to have to take a leap into a new chapter of some sort. I believe this person was listening, and that's why they walked away. You could be the person who walked away as well. Maybe you were the one that was listening. But somebody here is feeling very disconnected from their queen, the King and the Queen of Swords here. So you feel like this person is your, is someone who is your soulmate. I feel that you understand this person. This person is probably highly intelligent like you. They speak in a way that you understand, like you guys have the same language is what I want to say. And it could literally mean that you speak the same language, but it feels like there is an understanding with this person. Yeah, that there is an understanding that you have with this person, that you feel like there's that connection. The intelligence here and the way you see this person as your soulmate is something you haven't found yet. You haven't found it again. You want to go, you know, the Fool is pointing into the past. I feel like you want to take a chance to go back to the past to get this person. It's never good to relive the past. I'm just saying we need to learn to get out of the doorway and into the flow. We need to get out of there. We need to stop telling people when they can come into our lives and when they can leave. When they want to leave, stop hanging on. Just let them go. And let the ones that want to arrive, arrive. Five of Swords. You want to fight for this queen, it feels like. There's a realization that you want to fight for this queen, the attention of the queen, because you're very much in love. You have very deep feelings for the queen or the king, feminine or masculine, whoever you are. But we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. You can't drop the burdens, and that's why you haven't yet made the communication, I feel. Three of Swords, Seven of Cups. You're feeling overwhelmed because this ended in heartbreak, but you still feel like the Queen of Swords is your person. You feel like that your Queen of Swords is the wish fulfillment. I feel like I'm speaking about someone who's predominantly masculine and someone who's predominantly feminine, although they both have interchangeable energies. I feel like the Queen is the wish fulfillment of the King. That's what it feels like here. The King of Swords is the wish fulfillment, and it feels like that it's really confusing and overwhelming, and the heartbreak that you've been going through, you've not been able to heal from it. You're trying to heal from it. You may have left someone behind, or they may have left you behind, and maybe they're pregnant. Tell me about the king. So the king's not feeling enough, but the king has a lot of passion. We have justice in the reverse here. Yeah, there is no justice for the king. So I think that's why you're thinking of opening a new chapter here. I feel like you can try that, but it feels like this person stays gone. I feel like there might be communication. Tell me about that communication. It feels like there might be communication here, but it doesn't feel like anybody really gets back together. It feels like you still are stuck in that energy this week here. Communication is I'm sorry I lied, or I'm sorry I didn't present myself to you so you could see fully who I was. Yeah, it feels like maybe you didn't tell somebody something and they found out, or vice versa. Take it as it resonates. You're sorry for the Seven of Swords, or maybe the Seven of Swords has shocked you that it's been silent. You feel deceived by this person. Maybe you need to move on. That's what the Chariot is about here. Maybe you just need to close the chapter. Yeah, I was just saying, feeling that here. We've got the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. Got the Three of Wands. It's time to move on. Yeah, it's time to move on. There's a lot of stuff waiting for you. Ships are coming in. It is time for you to move on from this connection here. We've got the Nine of Wands, which tells me you're so close to dropping your burdens. And when you do, you're going to have so much more confidence, right? The Queen of Wands is the one who does, is very fiery and passionate, looks good, smells good, but also is very much a leader. She's in her power. She's doing things, making things happen. She's not scared to color outside the lines. Yeah. So I feel like this week is a week that you realize that this is probably not going to come together, and not the greatest idea for it to come together, because we're looking at trying to resurrect the past. And according to the energies here, I think that the Tower is here to keep you right on point. And I don't think I feel like it's going to come down to the Tower. Whatever happens to you in the Tower, whatever you do, if you panic or if you don't, I feel that whatever the outcome of the Tower is what you're going to do this week. All right. And that could be anything. I'm not going to go into clarifying it because it could be anything for anyone. Absolutely. All right. Scorpio, how are you? Scorpio, this is your sneak peek for this week. How are you, my friends? My psychic buddies. How you doing? I'm a Pisces moon, by the way. That's why I always say that, because I am fast friends with a Scorpio, no matter where it comes up in your sign. I love it. Feminine or masculine. I might be a little more partial to the masculine because I am a feminine who enjoys a masculine. And I like that I like that energy that comes from the masculine Scorpio. Although I love it in the feminine as well, of course. I have friends who are Scorpios, feminines. All right, here we go. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Please tell me the sneak peek for this week, Scorpio. Sneak peek for this week, Scorpio. If you're interested in a private read, please look below. You will find what you need in the description right by the yellow dot. Okay, so some of these flipped over. Just going to take the ones that did. Some of them did not. I'll put that back. All right. What do we got here? I feel like this week there is going to be some sort of a communication, Scorpio, but I feel like it's a communication that you are initiating. You've been wanting to do it for a while, and it's time. You've made the decision, right? Two swords right here. You've made the decision, and you feel balanced in that energy. It's like you've been wanting to have this conversation for a while, Scorpio, but you've been putting it off. I feel like you're hopeful that it's going to go well, but I feel mostly that it's going to be a healing truth that you find out. Whatever you find out in the Ace of Swords, whether it's truth or clarity or facts or whatever it is, I feel like it makes you feel good about it, like you're happy with the outcome. Yeah. Or it may be just a confirmation of what your soul already knew. Got the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is the psychic one, right? Stuck to the star. Yeah. Too many. It might be the Queen of Cups that you want to talk to, someone else who's very psychically linked to you. This could be you. This is Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. In a general read, of course. Wow. Yep, okay. So there are some revelations within this communication, whatever is going to be said here. There's going to be some revelations. Some of it's going to hit you like lightning. It's whatever you find out in this communication or this conversation that you initiate. I feel that we are talking about deep feelings and deep connection here. I believe that you just have a realization that you are, in fact, connected to someone in a very psychic way, that you have a very 5D-like connection to them. And it's going to become apparent when you get in front of them, because you can see somebody on a computer if you want. You can look at their picture, but there's nothing like sitting in front of somebody and feeling it all, because that's when you get to see if, Scorpio, I'm pulling your energy right now. What I was going to say is you get to see if what they're actually saying matches their actions. So you want to put together the picture of whether this person is talking the talk and walking the walk. You want to know if whatever you're hearing or whatever you think you know is true. So I feel that it's a realization for you during this conversation that you literally are psychically connected. It's like you keep finishing each other's comments, or that person starts talking about something and it was in your mind. It's like the communication that's back and forth is going so quickly. It's a realization here that you are connected somehow to this person in a psychic way. Scorpio. So the Tower is Scorpio. We've got the Star here, who is Aquarius. Aquarius energy. Keeping in mind that these are two very stuck energies, right? They are very, they are fixed. Yeah. Not easy to move. That's why we've got the Tower out here. This person that I feel is the Queen of Cups is someone that you have not been speaking with. There we go. That's why the Tower's here. Yeah. It's to pull down all the walls. To somebody either unblocks you or you unblock them, or they have had you blocked for a while. It's a realization. I think it's your realization, Scorpio. It's an aha moment. Yeah. Six of Wands. You have not talked to this person who's very popular. You see other people enjoying them or adorning them or adoring them. It feels like a lot of people are cheering for them or really enjoy having them around, like to watch them. This is the person that you've been disconnected from. This person went on their own way. They decided they weren't going to be tied down anymore, and they decided to go on their way. They took the adventure. They took the other road. They went back to the crossroads, in the crossroads of their life. They went back to the crossroads and made another choice. 6 and 2 is 8. I believe, yeah, there's communication here that is going to be very quick back and forth communication once we get this off the table here. Once we get this meeting out of the way, because I feel like it is a meeting of minds. It feels like a decision to go. Is the passion still there? Do we still have chemistry? Yeah, I think those are the questions that run through your head. Yeah, the fear, right? I'm not really sure. Do we have chemistry anymore? I feel like you do find out at this meeting. Ah, there was a heartbreak. Okay. So it's going to be more than you can bear if this person tells you that there's no chemistry with you anymore. You're scared that this person's going to send you on your way. That they're going to tell you, no, I'm sorry. I took the adventure. You sent me back to the crossroads, and that's where I went. I think your person is someone who is carried on with their life, and that's going to break your heart. or if they have, who knows if they've taken the path yet, but maybe they're considering it. It's moving quickly here as we are moving on. We've learned our lessons, and now we can go from the chaos to the calm. The Two of Swords is in the reverse, which is actually the decision. I'm going to be a little more open now. I'm not going to be so closed off. And then we have Five Swords. It's all swords, y'all. Holy moly here. Swords, swords, swords. I guess it's not all swords, but it seems like we've got all these swords here, right? I think the reason why you're going to be able to speak to this person is because you have had some sort of an epiphany here of courage or strength. And Scorpio, I feel like you're very attracted to this person. It's time for you to take movement here, to move towards them. You guys had an ending, and then everybody was quiet because it was all up in our heads. We started getting obsessive about it, and then things stopped moving. I don't want to wait anymore, though. I don't want to wait anymore. Yeah. Feels like there is going to be somebody here that you'll be approaching. They could be an earth sign, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This person has a lot of opportunity around them, in so much that people are cheering for them. Six of Wands, right? They have a lot of opportunity around them. And you're wondering if you're even going to... Sorry, just listening. Are you even going to move the Richter scale? So I think you want to make a big impact on somebody, and you want them to notice you. That's why you're calling this meeting, I think. I think you were the one calling the meeting. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is we're going to talk about moving from the chaos to the calm, because I don't want to be in this chaos with you anymore. We have to be completely, totally, and factually honest with each other. Let's give some clarity. You've been lying to me, right? 6 and 1 is 7. You've been lying to me, or I've been lying to you. Somebody here is hiding their feelings. It's all going on over the head of the Queen of Cups. Somebody here has been hiding their feelings. They've been hiding the Queen, the energy of the Queen. It's the Emperor. So the Emperor is the one who's been hiding their feelings from the Queen, I think. I think that the Emperor wants to move forward to the crossroads as well. We have the crossroads here twice, the two of Wands. We're going to make a decision to move forward, I think. Yep. I think that in this conversation, in the realization, I think you're really scared of getting your heart destroyed again, but aren't we all? Like, get in the boat, man. Like, we're all there. We're all trying not to get our heart smashed, right? I think that you're worried about that somebody's going to smash your heart, Scorpio. But I feel like you have emperored up since you've seen this person the last time. This person is presenting to you as the Queen of Cups, I feel. Someone who's very loving and kind and healing and psychic. And I feel like you do have a psychic connection with this person, because if you are the Emperor, you're also the King of Cups. All right. King of Cups, by the way, is the one who's very stoic on the surface, right? Not gonna let them see my plan, my strategic plan, and how I feel under the surface. Yes. All right. Sagittarius. This is you, my Saggy friends. I am your Saggy sister. It's in my rising. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for clicking here, whether you're a cross watcher or you have Sagittarius in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Jupiter. Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you. If you'd reach out and touch that thumbs up, that would really be helpful for this video to be seen by others. Thank you so much for doing that. The Taurus team has it down. So if you are someone who loves this channel and would like to continue to see it grow, I really would appreciate you reaching out for that thumbs up. All right, here we go. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Oh, also, Sagittarius, if you're interested in a private read, you know what to do. Look for the yellow dot in the description. Everything's there for you. Email me if you don't know what you want to do. All right. We have the 8 of Stars here. So this deck is called the Wandering Moon Tarot. The stars in this deck are pentacles. The cups are moons in this deck. Okay, so we've got the 8 of Pentacles, we've got the 7 of Wands, and we've got the 3 of Swords in reverse. Someone's getting over the disappointment, but they're not. It's like when I see these two together here, 7 of Wands and 3 of Swords, I hear, I'll forgive you, but I won't forget it. Yes. It feels like I can get over the disappointment of whatever it was that you did, but I'm standing my ground now. I'm on high alert. Yeah. 8 of Pentacles is I've been working on myself. It feels like somebody here has found their worth. Somebody here has been working really hard on standing their ground, and it feels as though I can get over the disappointment, but I'm not necessarily going to trust you again. Or I'm really going to stand my ground with you. Yeah, because I've worked really hard on myself. I've worked really hard on myself, and I respect myself too much. So somebody here is not going to let in someone who is just going to break their heart again. Three Swords in the reverse is I'm ready for the disappointment. I've been here before. I'm ready for the heartbreak. I'm ready for it not to go right. Somebody is thinking that they need to stand their ground, or the walls are up. I feel like your walls are up, and you don't necessarily think that this thing's going to work out, Sag. On the down low, I don't think you think it will. So you've really healed. Yeah, the Eight of Stars, I find, is in the Eight of Pentacles here is telling me about self-mastery or self-care, I feel. And the Star is telling me that there's been a lot of healing here. And it feels like somebody's putting up boundaries. I do see the Seven of Wands as that sometimes. It feels like you are setting up boundaries, Sag, because you have healed yourself to the point that you are at the Eight of Pentacles, right? One more pentacle and you are right up in your power, got everything taken care of that you would ever need because you're taking care of it yourself. So it feels like you have a decision to make here. It's a decision about passionate things, and you're scared to get your heart stomped on. And so I think that you're holding your ground. I think that you're holding your ground because you've done so much work on yourself and you don't want to backpedal, right? We've got 7 and 2 is 9. So it feels like you're scared, scared, frightened to get your heart crushed again. And so your walls are up. But you also are someone who's been hurt incredibly a lot in the past. And that's why you have this wounded warrior energy that you carry with you everywhere. I think you're making a decision to heal. It is a decision, by the way. It doesn't just happen. You really have to be part of it, be into it, and make it happen. It isn't something that just happens. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of reading, getting to know the self, becoming self-aware, possibly getting psychology involved. It takes a lot. It doesn't just happen without you doing anything, without you being an active participant. King of Pentacles. Feels like you want to heal something with the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is Taurus, but in a general read, of course, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, sorry. We also have Aquarius energy here. We have 2 fixed energies here. Somebody is really hell-bent on healing the self, yeah. And I think that's why you're being so careful with who you offer your energy to, Sag. You're being really selective, not only with people, anybody in your life. It doesn't matter if you're in love with them or in a relationship or platonic or someone you just met at a party last week. It doesn't matter. You're being very discerning about who you let into your circle. Because you want to remain in balance, right? Page of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, you're tired of recovering from people. And I say that because the Page of Swords being in the reverse to me is smack talk. I do see it as that sometimes. It is somebody who's loose-lipped. It's somebody who says things, calls you everything but your government name. It's a lot of smack talk. It's like people talking behind the back. And really what you want after this healing is you want to remain in your kinged energy. You want to remain balanced. You're focused on your wealth. You're focused on building your business, or you're focused on your new job or the job that you've been doing and you want to get to the next level or the promotion. The King of Pentacles is constantly getting opportunities, right? Five of Cups in the reverse. I don't care if they're talking about me. Let them talk. Let them talk. Let them say what they're going to say. I'm the king. I have more opportunities. I don't care if they're going to talk. Five of Cups in the reverse is no regrets. I don't really care. Let them talk about me. I'm the one who is making the coin. I'm the one who's balanced. Let them say what they're going to say. The World. So I do believe that once you do heal from this disappointment or broken heart or, I don't know, whatever it is, that's making you feel like you have a broken heart, because swords, understand, are the mind, right? It's not the body. It's not love at all. It is the mind. It's the mind playing tricks on itself, right? Making the body feel a certain way because the mind feels a certain way. So the world is here, and it tells me that there is a chapter that's coming to a close here. I think the chapter that's coming to the close is, I feel that you do heal. I feel that you are on a path of new things now, because the world is here, and when the world shows up, it's the last card of the major arcana, and what comes next is the Fool, right? We open up a new chapter and keep moving forward here. Page of Moons, Page of Cups. May be willing to show some affection. No, keeping it tucked away. Keeping it tucked away. I think that, I don't think that you are going to, I don't think what you're going to do right now is give your heart. I think that you have been manifesting someone. You have been manifesting new love. You might be even manifesting an apology. Or the World card here tells me also that when something comes to an end, a surprise shows up, an emotional surprise. Oh, yeah, okay. So Charlie says it's because your heart is feeling better, because you're not brokenhearted. You're able to close the chapter. Yeah. Got the Magician and the Four of Moons. Somebody's hanging on really tight to their manifestation. What's the manifestation, please? Manifestation is the Three of Moons and the Six of Pentacles. So what I really want is to have a reunion with somebody, to take somebody out, feel some emotion with this person, but I don't know if they're giving to someone else. And the new moon. So this could be something that does go off on or around the new moon. If you want to look that up and put it in the comments, that's great. We'll know that for a timeline here. Something that's happening around the new moon. It feels like you've been holding fake space for someone, and you're hoping that you're going to have some sort of reciprocal energy from them if you ask them out. This person is your wish fulfillment as you see it, and you're very passionate about this person too. You want to take action. There is a breakthrough here. You're going to take action on the Nine of Cups, and there is a breakthrough. The Sun is here. It's Leo energy, right? I want to be seen, right? The Sun is breaking through the brick wall. I want to be seen. I want you to see my energy. I feel like that there is something coming up round about the new moon. You might want to figure out when that is, if Leo is your energy or an energy you're familiar with. It feels like you could be asked out by a Leo, that you might fall in love with a Leo, that this Leo you feel is your wish fulfillment. We could be dealing with Leo energy. We also have the King of Wands, right? Who is the Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. So again, we've got double Leo energy here. Yeah. We've got the Page of Pentacles. Something is about to start brand new. Something that you didn't expect. You thought that the Seven of Swords, that it couldn't be true. You were like lying to yourself. Knight of Swords, it's coming quickly. The Wanderer, it's someone who is connected to themselves spiritually. The Knight of Cups is telling me that this person's bringing messages of love, or at least messages of romance and emotion. All right. Capricorn. Oh, no, wrong one. Sorry. Wrong deck. There you are, Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, my Capricorn cousins. I am your cousin, Elsie. It is a Taurus Sun. Oh gosh, why couldn't I think of that? All right, Capricorn, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. How are you, Capricorn? If you're interested in a private read, my friend, please go into the description, look for the yellow dot. Everything you need is there. I am here to read for you for this week. This is your sneak peek for this week, Capricorn. Sneak peek for this week, Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Capricorn. Okay. Capricorn, we start with the Sun, which has come out on its side, I'm just going to say. I'm going to take this one because it was face down. I'm going to put these ones back. So I think your challenge is happiness. I'm going to say being happy, being lighthearted, realizing the clarity, realizing that, you know, the Sun is clarity, but understand we also see things we don't want to see. under the sun, right? It is growth. It is expansion, personal, professional, spiritual growth. It is all of that. But it also is, you are seeing things that you probably didn't want to see. Keep that one there. We've got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Temperance. I got here. Five of Swords. Okay. So it feels like you're no longer waiting on your healing, is what I want to say. We have Sagittarius here. We have Leo energy. We have Pentacle energy here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So I feel as though is this 6 Pentacles? I thought it was 7. No, it is 6. Oh, okay. It's a realization then. It all of a sudden changes. It's a realization. You've had clarity that there is someone here who is not giving you reciprocity. Someone who is not giving you what you want or what you need. Someone who has ripped out your stability out from under you. You're seeing it now clearly for what it is, and you know that it needs to be healed. You're waiting for the right time. Waiting for the moment of alchemy to be happy. No, waiting for the moment of alchemy to be seen. Yeah, you're going to talk to somebody about this. That's what it feels like. 6 of Pentacles. It feels like there's been fighting, arguing, maybe right fighting in a situation that maybe you're living with someone or you're married. This is about to come to an end. This is about to come to an end. There's been too much fighting. In this union, it's become unstable. The union itself has become unstable. There's no stability in this energy. It's got to end. Just fell out. You're having some clarity on a relationship. You've been waiting. You've been waiting for a moment of alchemy and clarity and understanding. And you're seeing clearly now. You're seeing this relationship clearly. Yeah. Jeez. Empress is on the bottom of the deck in the future. Empress and the Mother of Swords. Somebody's going to learn to speak up. Okay, so there's a song in my head. Yes. The song is by Sam Smith. It's called Unholy. It feels like somebody here, the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, is making someone feel like someone else is cheating. It feels like there's clarity here. Clarity, ultimate clarity here on this relationship and the state of the 10 of Cups. It feels like you keep telling people that everything's fine. That's what I want to say. You keep telling people everything's fine. You keep putting up the cutesy pictures on the internet and everything's fine. Yeah, on Facebook, everything's fine, right? Nobody really says what they... Yeah, we're all leaving our masks there, right? All of us. We have the Star. Sorry, this deck doesn't get read in the reverse. So we have the Star. So you want healing in this. It feels like, Capricorn, that there is... that you know that you have to speak up in a relationship if you want it to reach the 10 of Cups, but it feels like it's not there right now. It feels like you're telling people that it's there. It feels like when you're being seen, right? To Leo, all the world's a stage. Look at me, everything's fine. I've got the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. What do you have? You know, every time somebody takes off on a trip, you haven't heard from them on Facebook for 5 years, but all of a sudden they go they go on a trip and you got to have 1,600 pictures coming through your feed, right? Yeah. So it feels like somebody here has decided to be all the way honest, to just say it like it is, because there's spiritual and personal and professional growth here. And the Sun gives clarity to all of it. You're finally seeing that you're really not getting reciprocity in this relationship. that you want the Ten of Cups. This is what you want to heal it to. This is the potential of what it could be. This is not what it is right now. The potential is we really do have the potential to heal the 2 cups and make it into the 10. But how do you do that if you're not talking to each other? Or if there's no reciprocity? We're not working on this together. We're not working on our pentacles. You can't just wish it. You got to actually get up and do it, right? You got to get up and take action. And there are no wands here. It feels like there's a lot of healing that needs to go on if this relationship is going to reach the 10 of Pentacles. But right now it's in the 5 of Cups. Right now you have a lot of regrets. Sadness. It feels like things aren't going the way you thought that they would. We've got the 9 of Swords. So there could be lots of arguments that you're worried about. It's whatever's going on in the mind here. It's sadness. It's sadness and angst. The 9 of Swords, right? The 9 of Swords is looking too far into the future and feeling full of anxiety, or looking too far into the past and reliving things over and over in the mind, maybe things that you felt that you shouldn't have done or shouldn't have said. But it's all bringing you to a place of sadness. I do see the 5 of Cups is sort of on the verge of being really, really very sad. These 2 cards together are not good energy. The 9 of Swords and the 5 of Cups are not good energy. No. It feels like somebody is really struggling. Charlie just showed me someone who's drowning. You can't keep yourself on the surface, or you're struggling to keep yourself on the surface. Something's got to give, and that's what the 9 of Swords is here for. The universe is saying something has got to give. At this point, you can put down these swords if you want to. I mean, this is a choice at this point. You can put down these swords if you want to, but it really is your choice. You could be holding off change. If you don't want to change, that's why you would stay in the 9 of Swords. If you don't want to change, you can't get to the 10 of Swords. You can't close the chapter and begin again with the Ace of Swords. In the future, there is abundance. But you have to become the Mother of Swords to get it. Do you see what I mean? Yeah, I feel like the abundance that you get is because you need to speak up. It's time for you to say something. Instead of people pleasing, it's time for you to say something. If you want the 10 of Pentacles, the only way you're going to get it is if you turn into this one here. The Mother of Swords is the Queen of Swords, right? And you need to learn to say what's on your mind and be honest. And the only way you can do that is by not having a fear of being alone. That sometimes what we don't do is speak up to our partner when we're unhappy because we have a fear of being alone. It's a codependency that we're fighting with, right? Now, the Mother of Swords does carry the extra sword, right? There you go. You got the 10 of Swords. I feel like you can't bring it to an end, Capricorn, unless you say something. And you're too much full of fear and sadness or anxiety and depression. I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing you. I have those energies, and so I know them. I feel them, and I know them when I feel them. So we have the Mother of Cups. So, it is the Queen of Cups. I feel like you can say these things straightforward, to the point, very factual, but you can do it with love. It doesn't have to be angry or fighting or name calling or any of that. You can bring this chapter to a close in a very kind and loving way. You just have to decide to do that if you want this 10 of Pentacles here. Look at that. Wheel of Fortune is coming. It's all up to you. You need to make the decisions. But here you are sitting in the 4 of Cups, not doing anything about it. No, just sitting there in this redundant energy. This might be the week that you at least have the realization that what you thought was going on here is not going on here. That you're hoping for it. It is you've fallen in love, I feel, with hope. Yeah. You've fallen in love with hope, or the idea of what may be. You've fallen in love with potential. But the reality is there is no potential, right? The reality is the 5 of Cups and the 9 of Swords. That's the reality. Unless you decide to bring along your own sword and cut out the crap, that's the only way you're going to get this love and abundance here. Because this person is either going to fold their cards and leave, they're going to leave the game, or they're going to go with you. And you can't be scared of the answer. If you are scared of the answer, that would be one reason why you would not go for truth. Why you would just stay where you are. And pretend everything is Facebook happy, right? All right, here we go. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius, please. Hello, Aquarius, my lovelies. How are you? I hope that you are well. You'll be getting this on a Monday or a Tuesday, depending on the upload times here. So thank you for clicking here. I do appreciate you. I hope that you'll talk about this video in the comments. I would love to see your thoughts. And if you decide not to give me your thoughts, if you could just reach out and touch that thumbs up button. If you like this, if you like what I'm offering here on this channel, I would be very, very grateful. Thank you. All right. Here we go. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about the sneak peek for this week. Aquarius, please. Sneak peek for this week. Oh, what's this? Got the Chariot in the reverse. Somebody's feeling stuck. Not moving forward. There's no victory here. What's going on with this? Cancer energy. Aquarius. All right. So what I want to say, Aquarius, is if you've been feeling stuck, this is a time where you're going to start feeling unstuck. I think this week, I think with the Chariot in the reverse, it feels as though you've been vying for victory or trying to be happy or get some sort of a victory in movement. And I feel that if you have been feeling stuck, that the Death card is here to say that things are going to shake up a little bit. You're going to become unstuck. The Nine of Pentacles tells me that you are probably single, you're probably in an individual energy, or you're a person who carries it all. You carry it all on your own shoulders. You might have a business, but you are in your power though, right? Like you are, whatever kind of work you're doing, it's likely that you're probably in your own private business though, and you're doing really well at it. But it feels like if we're talking about work here, that you are feeling stuck. If you have been feeling stuck in terms of feeling creative or coming up with new ideas, I feel like that's about to end soon. I feel that the feeling of not going anywhere or not making any ground is sure to end very, very soon. We have the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Somebody thinking about this friendship or thinking about nostalgia, going over things of the past. It feels like all things, I'm going to be honest, with the Chariot in reverse. It feels like the Nine of Pentacles, like I'm going to be single forever. I'm just going to be stuck here. That's not true. No, that's something that you're telling yourself. Yeah. Or I'm just going to be standing here over here in my power all by myself. No, I think that's coming to an end. We have the Four of Cups. Yeah, you're starting to get really bored. Starting to get really bored with the wait. Aquarius. Just end it already. Just end it already. I don't want to wait anymore. I think that for some of you, that is the answer. Stop waiting. Just stop waiting. It's time for you to carry on regardless of what's gone on in the past. It's time for you to live in the now. You might be stuck in, you might be feeling extra stuck, only, let me get my words together. What I want to say is that it feels like you are feeling stuck in this Four of Cups energy, but it also feels like this Chariot here is telling me that when you do become unstuck, that you're going to be ready to share something that is emotional. So the wait is over. The wait is over, and you're about to become unstuck because of some sort of a, oh, yeah, that's true. Charlie just said it could be that we're stuck emotionally here too, right? Somebody is not willing to grow past the Four Cups, and therefore you can't move. So you need to really, maybe you're way too focused on your pentacles and being grounded in materials and all of those things. Maybe it's time for you to look at where you are in terms of your emotional energy, because I think you've left it on the shelf. Maybe you're sacrificing emotional things for things of business or things of a material nature. And it happens, like we all do it. We all have to turn our back on it at some point and, work on our pentacles, right? It feels like the ability to be able to get out of that Four of Cups is something that's been a really long and slow process. But it really only ever took a decision, I think. The Two of Swords is feeling stuck. But feeling stuck. But with this particular depiction here, it feels like somebody's got their swords are no longer crossing the chest, so they're about to make a decision. Feels like she's about to cut somebody out here. Yeah. It feels like she's about to cut somebody out here. It could be on the full moon. There could be somebody who's going to decide to just cut somebody out. It's been taking too long. I'm no longer going to wait for this emotional opportunity. I'm single anywhere, and it's got me stuck. I'm not moving anywhere. I feel like under the full moon is where you are going to get your justice. You're going to make that decision to cut somebody out, to cut a cord, to cut somebody away. You're not telling anybody that, or you're holding on to the justice that you're going to be able to cut this person out. You're not giving this person their justice because they've been taking too long. Thank you. Yeah, because they've been taking too long to make their decision. Four of Pentacles in the moon. You're really kind of, it feels as though you are, just let me listen one moment. We're really not saying anything, and we're kind of in the dark. I'm not really sure what to do. My emotions are locked down. That's what it is. Your emotions are locked down. Somebody here is having a really hard time with their emotions because they keep getting hurt over and over again. What I want to say to you is, if you are the person who keeps getting hurt and betrayed over and over again, that's about to end. I feel like if you feel in the dark, that's about to end. There is an ending here with the Death card, and it is falling under the moon and the Ten of Swords. So I feel like you will be ending some sort of a painful cycle that's had you in the dark, and it's had you stuck there. You wanted this justice, but you were waiting on someone else to make a decision to move forward, and they never did. The cup is on the shelf, and so you can't move along. The Magician, it's up to you though, and that's the thing. Aquarius, it's always been up to you. It's always been in your hands. Look, he has the tools in his hands. He's got the sword. He's got the sword. He's got the cup. He's got the wand. Yeah. He's also got the universe on his side. I really believe that your manifestations are coming in. Oh, the pentacle's on the floor. Yeah, I didn't see it. Sorry, Charlie pointed out there's a great big pentacle. He's standing on pentagram. So I think that it's time for you to make the decision. It was always, it's kind of like the Wizard of Oz, Dorothy. You could always go home. You just had to click your heels. It's always been within you to make these decisions. But again, I feel like you're not making these decisions, Aquarius, because they're going to hurt. Of course they're going to hurt. We can't go along in our lives avoiding the hurt. Sometimes we just have to make decisions that are best for us. We have to manifest what is best for us. And the only way that we're going to know that what is for us is ours is that it will find us. We don't chase it. We don't chase it down the street. We don't chase it in text. We don't try and make it fit. We just let it be. It is what it is. Whatever's in the 5D will end up finding you in the 3D if you are the Magician. Okay, so there's a realization with someone here that they've decided it's the Emperor. So it could be an Aries, doesn't have to be. It could be any of the kings, right? But we have a tower here that's going along with the Emperor. Somebody has realized here that they have been holding their ground too firmly. It seems like somebody has decided that they're going to be a little more vulnerable or flexible. But understand it's because the universe is making it happen. It's a realization that maybe I'm a little bit too hard ass here. Maybe I've been a little bit too fixed. Aquarius, that's you. You're the fixed sign, right? I know that. I know how that feels and how hard it is to make a decision or move along, because I'm also a fixed sign. I'm a Taurus sun. So I feel like you need to take charge. The tower is going to fall. You are going to end up with a tower, but understand that it's really a good one. It's a realization that you can't always be the hard ass. You can't always be about swords. That it is, you have to take you have to take charge of this situation and make a change, be open and welcoming in the change in order for you to get unstuck here. You need to take action on whatever it is that you want to build. Are you building a business? Are you building a friendship, a relationship, a partnership? Whatever you've decided to build here, I feel like you need to take action on it. You need to have such passion about it, about building it, or it's not going to work. This could be business. I don't know. This could be business. This could be a relationship. Take it as it resonates. I don't really feel it. I feel it both ways, to be honest. We have the star. It's going to take a lot of healing before you realize that you want the partnership and that you want to move forward. You need to take charge. You are the person who is in charge. You've always been the person in charge. It's always been up to you. It's up to you to change your mind. It's up to you to make new choices and make new movements. You can make all of this go away, and you can weave this brand new, beautiful future for yourself. You never did have to wait for someone else to do it. So I think after the healing is when you really decide that it's time to really look into the self. It's time to start with knowledge. It's time to speak things out. The judgment moves in quickly after the healing. Okay, so it is the healing that you have to do. Yeah, you got to heal from this situation and realize that it was always in your hands to change your mind and change your attitude. And it feels like that once you do make that realization, the healing comes in, and the Judgment card is here, and the Knight of Swords. So it comes in really quickly, and you're able to move forward. There may be something here that you might wish to revisit once you're healed. Yeah, but that's up to you, and it's always been up to you. Seven of Swords. I think you've been lying to the self, is what I think, that you couldn't make this move forward on your own, and you can move forward on your own. All right, Pisces. Here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Last but not least, my two fishes friends. I am Elsie, the two fishes in my moon sign person. That's me. One fell off to the left here. Got the Seven of Pentacles. Thank you for clicking here, by the way. And if you're new, I hope you will stay. I hope you'll reach out and give me a thumbs up on this video, please. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate that from you. And I'd love to see you in the comments if you're interested in doing that. Pisces. You're waiting on the judgment. Some of you are disconnected from it. Yeah. Some of you you've got your back to the judgment. Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. So someone here, I feel, has turned their back on the resurrection or the reconciliation. And I don't think you turned your back on it to say that you don't want it. I just think that you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do in order for your manifestation to come in. I think you have asked for it. Now you're acting as though you already have it, and you are just in a waiting pattern here. I feel like you have turned your back on it because you know that whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. It's almost as if you've emotionally disconnected from it. It's like, if it comes, it comes. It's fine. And if it doesn't, that's fine, because I know whatever's meant for me will never pass me by. So if that thing doesn't show up, it wasn't mine. That's the point at which we all kind of get stuck a little bit. But I want it. But I want it. You got to get out of the doorway and into the flow. Stop stopping people from leaving your life. Not everybody's meant to be here all the time, right? For the whole journey. So I think that you've kind of disconnected from emotion, and that you're all about your pentacles right now, is what I want to say. That you're working hard in your business, or you're taking on extra hours at work. I think that you're just focused on your abundance. You're focused on growth. You're focused on those seeds of intention that you dropped, and now you're going to grow them. Yeah. While you're waiting, you might as well make some money. I think that's what you're thinking. There is some movement here. I love this depiction of the Queen, actually. It's quite beautiful. That's a beautiful deck. So it feels like there is some sort of a communication coming. You could either be giving the communication, or it could be coming into you. Take that as it resonates. I've got the Three of Pentacles to my left here, which is about a partnership. So I feel like you've emotionally disconnected. Yeah, I don't know if it's so much disconnect as it is, you know what, I've just got my back to it all. I'm not worried about it anymore. I'm focused on me. I'm focused on my abundance, my growth. I'm focused on growing my abundance. And if it's meant for me, it'll come. Well, I think that it is, because the Judgment card is here. What I think is going to be coming soon is that someone is going to be honest with you. We have 6 and a 1 that the Queen holds as 7 swords. It feels like somebody had lied to you, or you felt like deceived by them. And I feel that that person is the one who is coming in to try and make things right. Now, the Judgment card, I don't believe it doesn't feel like this is anything romantic. I'm just going to say it feels like there's something that we need to resurrect, to talk about. Maybe you thought it was never going to happen, and that's why you turned your back, Pisces. But I feel like things are moving again. Yeah, and that's why the Judgment card is here. I feel like things are moving again, and maybe possibly towards a partnership. Now, there's nothing romantic for me about a partnership. It's the Three of Pentacles. And it's about, being on my team. Are you going to help me grow this? Are we going to do this together? It's not necessarily about love, right? It's just about two people coming together and growing something, which could be a business. In Pentacles, it could mean money, right? It could be a business thing. Magician. Look this dude over. It's kind of hot. It's kind of cute. I don't know about you. It's kind of cute. So, the Magician is here. So it is something that you're calling in. It is something that that you feel that you're materializing in this 3D. I think that you do want the Judgment card here. We've got the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. So I think that you're hoping that it's going to move quicker if you just turn your back to it. But I feel like whatever's happening over here, and we'll get to that in a second, whatever's happening over here, I feel is going to cause you to be on the defense, to not let somebody get away with it, to speak your truth no matter what they say. And it feels like someone is coming back around here, and it might be for a conversation, because it feels like someone has lied about their emotions. They disconnected from you. So you're thinking that the reason that they haven't come back to talk to you yet is because you're not enough. It's not true. No, it feels like you've got a lot of things going on. You're juggling a lot of things. A lot of those things you are thinking about over and over and over again. I feel like the Eight of Swords with the Magician is telling me that you might be blocking your own manifestation because you're not feeling enough, or you're feeling like all the balls are in the air and, you know, everything could fall in a moment. It's like living in scarcity energy, right? You want to talk to somebody, but you're not feeling like you can do it. It's an energy of come here, go away, go away. That's what it feels like here, Pisces. Oh, I like that card. That's a Knight of Wands. Look at that. Somebody comes charging in. It's the person, I believe, who's connected to the Judgment card. There he is, the Emperor. I've been talking about this for a while for you, Pisces, right? Somebody is coming in with take charge energy. Someone who's a boss. Someone who maybe owns their own business or is very high up in the echelons of a corporate business. And lives well. Is financially stable. This person is on fire for you. Like, this person is on fire for you. They're really very, very attracted to you. But this is an energy of instability, right? So the Emperor is usually the one who's stable in the upright, but it feels like it's almost as if the energy that the Emperor is trying to harness is getting away on him. I am so passionate about Pisces, and I have to try again. There's no way I can't try again. Somebody is coming in with great passion. They also might not be feeling enough. King of Swords. This person who is the Emperor, the boss, the one who feels like they're in charge, this person is coming in with a lot of words. They're not coming in with cups. There's no cups here. All we got is 8 cups. That's the only cups we have here, and the one on the desk of the one on the table in front of the Magician. But I feel like the King of Swords is coming in for clarity, coming in for truth. Yep, I need justice in this whole thing, so I'm going to say the Emperor's not playing. The Emperor's coming in as the Knight of Wands and the King of Swords, coming in fast and hot, coming in passionate, and coming in with a lot of passionate words. This has the ability to go off the rails, Pisces. Take in your intuitive nature. Stick to that intuitive nature. So since this person disconnected from you, Pisces, and moved along, or maybe you disconnected from them and moved along, it's been really burdensome. Yeah, we've got the 10 of Wands here. This person's been carrying this burden for a really long time, and it's been hard for them to be away from you. I feel that this person with the Star card here and the Moon, I feel like they've been healing quietly by themselves, not talking to anybody, or they've been healing silently. Like, even if they are around other people, they're not telling anyone else that they're working on their healing, or they're working on dropping burdens. It feels like someone here feels really very burdened about what's going on in the dark, about what they can't see, about somebody here needs to be okay with not knowing, but they're not okay with not knowing. This needs to be healed. I feel like somebody here wants to heal it. You've been disconnected from this person because they've been in hermit energy. They've walked away, and since then, I believe that this person's trying to gain wisdom about the self. They're trying to gain wisdom. They're trying to look at why are we not talking? Why did we walk away? Why are we living on the outside looking in of each other's lives? This person is really trying to figure out what went on between you. We have the Strength card. Somebody's trying to gain their courage. So while we're in hermit mode here, going over the details of everything that went wrong and why we're not speaking, this person is spending a lot of time in the dark in really heavy energy. They're trying to gain their courage because they want to be seen by you here. They're trying to get clarity. They're trying to get over their, barriers. I really believe they're barriers of the mind, to be honest. I feel like courage is a barrier of the mind. Hermit, is kind of releasing barriers. Yeah. It feels like whoever is left is coming back. I was looking at the moon. We're doing a lot of moon here today, right? So there's a moon phase coming up, which again, I'm not sure of. I think it's I think it's a full moon, but I'll have to do some research and come back with that when I do the reading for it. But it looks like there is, whoever's walked away is coming back. Yeah, Pisces. And it's going to cause a lot of balance. This person could have Sag in their chart, but someone here has been feeling really badly about not supporting you, not feeling balanced with you. Five of Cups is the loss, right? They feel like they've lost you, and they've been waiting to move forward with you. We have the Six of Cups because they know that you are their soulmate. Yeah. They know that you're in the soulmate energy with them, and they want to bring a cup. So somebody is coming back. That's what the Judgment card is about. Someone is making the decision to come back. There it is, making the decision. All right, Pisces, I'm going to let you go from here. Thank you so much for coming by and watching. I will be doing more reads. Look out for your Pisces read that is coming out later in the week. Hopefully not as late as it did last week. I just got in under the line. But I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for coming here. Thanks for watching up to here. I'm out for now. Bye-bye.